Well, Vice President Harris's high-profile interview on Fox News Wednesday largely focusing on the topic of immigration. Now, this issue coming up repeatedly for voters as we approach the election in November. Now, behind us is the Clarion Hotel, which is part of the Massachusetts shelter program that's hosting migrants in there.
We also got to speak with asylum seekers who used to live at the Clarion Hotel, and they told us exactly what it was like to live in there as they hope to become American citizens officially.
The Clarion Hotel housing more than 100 families without a place to stay for well over a year now.
But our compassion also has to fit into the reality of the resources that we have available.
The move coming as a surprise to the city of Taunton when Governor Healy decided to make a deal with the hotel and use it as a shelter for migrants and homeless people. It's one of a number of hotels in the area that's been used for that purpose.
It certainly would have been helpful, I think, to have had some advance, I don't want to say warning, but some advanced planning for having, a large group of refugees come into our community.
The Department of Housing and Community Development saying in a statement back at that time, in part, quote, "We need all communities to play a role in helping to meet our state's housing needs." Taunton Mayor Shauna O'Connell confirming with ABC 6 News the deal is a private agreement between the hotel and the state. That's a concern Taunton City Councilor Kelly Dooner, who's running for state senate, has raised ahead of her election.
The Commonwealth spent $8 million just on the transportation out of that hotel. It's $1 billion to house them across the state, $64 per day per person for food. And our resources are they're at the point where they're being stretched thin, and we're on the verge of bankrupting the state of Massachusetts.
O'Connell did tell us the shelter is not using city tax money. Some asylum seekers from Haiti who used to live at the hotel say that even though they are grateful for the opportunity to live a better life, they have experienced challenges.
You need to go to the hospital with your child. When you ask to go to the hospital, you can't even find a manager to go with you, and they're in charge of everything.
Another Haitian asylum seeker and father of two also having difficulties.
There are a lot of people who don't have cars. They don't give Ubers. Transportation, they give it, but it's only to the nearby supermarket.
He told us he's turned challenges into opportunities and determined to build a better future for his family here in the United States.
If I were to have my papers for here, it would be a big thing for me. It's my dream to become a mechanic. There are other things out there, but this is what speaks to me.
Now, the state does have the ability to renew this contract with the hotel annually for up to 9 years.
And as for the asylum seekers that I spoke with, they'll wait for spring and summer for their court dates to come up where they find out if they'll be allowed to stay in the country.
In Taunton, I'm Caitlin Gelhaus.
And I'm Marilyn Jackson with ABC 6 News.